not really doing much lined up for this one because I don't exactly have the most time in the world, so let's go ahead and get this started, right? I have this feeling of being rather unfulfilled for not finishing this yesterday, so I want to finish it now so when I come home, I can concentrate on RP stuff that I want to do. So, let's go ahead and get the game on screen. Nope, back there. There we go. I barely have more than an hour anyways, so hopefully we can get this done. Because, quite frankly, I know I'm not going to enjoy this, but I still want it to be done. Sometimes I just stand right, because yeah, I can't really see the pillars as easily as I would like to either, because they blend in with the freaking ground. The only reason why it's less of a problem in this phase is because this phase is freaking easy. That's pretty much the extent of it. Alright! Bring on the lack of contrast bullshit, let's go! Great. Now there's platforming on top of everything else. Joyous. Kinda need my shade though. You know what was different that time? They didn't use the homing projectile. Huh, funny how that makes a difference. Great, my shade's gone now. Great, my shade's just not coming back. Fantastic. Can I, like, leave the room and come back in? Well, guess I'm just not getting that back then. Okay, good, it does come back in this way. Give me that. Alright, boring phase 1 again, let's go! There's no reason I should have to fight this thing every time, but here we go. Occasional difficulty with that because I can't see the frickin' ground stuff as easily as I should be able to because there's no contrast. I'm gonna be invincible for a bit now because you need a long invincibility period on a boss that you have to refight constantly. There we go, another 2 or 3 minutes of my life wasted because I had to refight the first phase over and over again. Couldn't even see where that beam was gonna spawn. It'd be nice if vision was the thing. Oh great, here comes the homing projectiles. Here comes the frickin' homing projectiles that I can only vaguely see. Oh, we're getting stabbed because I used up my shade dash too early. Oh, didn't even see that one! Nice of it to spawn in the bright white light! Stop! The homing projectiles are the absolute worst move you have! The screen's shaking so much, I couldn't even figure out where I was in time. At least the platform's a nice contrast, nothing else does, though. Projectiles! And they don't get stopped by those platforms, apparently. Nice of them to just not get stopped. Yay! Thanks, homing projectiles. You were supposed to break on the platform, but you went right through the platform. Because apparently you don't break on those other platforms. No, you just went right through it. Screw blowing up on platforms like the rest of them. Now to do the first phase again. Doop, 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 doop. goes another couple of minutes that don't need to be spent. And back to bullshit. Hi, Projectile! Nice of you to spawn on me! Hello! Nice of you to spawn on me! That's great! That's great! I didn't need that 4 health! I didn't need that 4 health anyways! Why would I actually need health? Oh, great! And then I screwed up that. Oh boy, we're dying. Woohoo! Homing Projectiles! There's no reason for this attack to do 2 damage! It's the most likely thing to hit you out of the entire boss! Why does it do double damage compared to everything else in the game, except for one optional boss at this point? Nice of you to get all those health pickups, too bad they don't matter. Here comes the homing projectiles! Oh, I got hit! Who would have thought? Oh, look, another one spawned! Yay! Homing projectiles, so much fun! Especially when they do 2 damage for arbitrary reasons and arbitrary difficulty. Well, time to do the first phase again! That's fun. Die! I hate doing to this phase! Every time for no reason! There's no point to this! It's boring! Why do so many game designers not learn this one lesson repeated for years and years and years? And they still do it! And they still do it! Tedium sucks! Here's 3 projectiles. I'm not even gonna try attacking when those stupid things are on screen. Okay, you ever gonna make those spikes go away? Here, let me just make you unable to attack, because we're gonna make, like, 3/4 this Scream at Death Zone! Oh, here comes the homing projectiles! Oh, look! They sandwiched me in! No way to get rid of that one, other than hopefully dashing at the right time. Because, fuck you, I guess. Do this attack more. I can actually attack during this, unlike the rest of them. Oh, great, sure! Stack those on top of each other, why don't you? That's fair. You stay here for a while, though. It helps. Here comes the homing projectiles! 1, 2, dead! Don't you dare stack a homing projectile on top of this, I swear to God. Oh, you're trying to, though! You're trying to stack them! Okay. I would like to attack. Oh, yay! It came right through the... It don't... Everything was going so well, and then the homing projectiles decided to go right through the platform, because screw me, I guess. Oh, great, now it's doing something new. Fantastic. Why does it have more phases? This thing doesn't need more phases. All it needs to do is not have the homing projectiles. Goes right through the platform and double hits me. Great! Excellent! That better be it. I feel no sense of satisfaction at all. Oh, you died. You died. You died. You died. I'm gonna Donkey Kong on your ass. So if we took the homing projectiles out of that fight, it would be absolute piss easy. Like, there's no real difficulty in that thing. It does a very set pattern for each of its attacks, and unless it layers them awkwardly or throws the bullshit homing projectiles at you, there's nothing to get any difficulty from. So, not only is the first phase boring and you have to repeat it every single time, but the second phase is just dumb! And not well designed at all. Homing projectiles that don't obey their own rules, on the other hand, is another thing entirely. Oh hey, let me just go through the platform this time instead of exploding on it like all the other times, because that's exactly that's happened. I only did this boss like 4 times today, and that happened twice. And it was near the result of death this time, and it was the result of death the other time. Let's just have them go through the platform, because that's so much fun. What a shit end to an otherwise fantastic game. Like, I wouldn't be nearly as mad if it wasn't for that. If it wasn't for how much the poor design of that contrasted to everything else in the game, I wouldn't be so mad about it. But it's because of the stark contrast that it ended on such a shitty note. Those other games are probably something that has, like, some form of consistency. Because as long as stuff is consistent, it's fine. It's when it gets inconsistent like this, where everything else is fine, and then this. Like, it's just the build-up to disappointment that makes this so bad. I can live with, like, the type of challenge being the same thing throughout the entire game, but... Don't worry about Fire Seal. Apparently, doesn't matter what ending you get, you're still 106%. It doesn't even matter, that didn't even take me very long. Like, what was that, like less than half an hour for for last time and this time combined? Just did the lovely thing of taking each of the things I dislike the most about all 3 of those first Dreamfight rematches that I encountered and combined them into one boss. It combined all 3 of the things I hated in one boss. Right at the end. It's like, here, you know all those mechanics you didn't like? Let's just bring all those back. All of them. What, the good ones? No, screw those. Just have all the bad stuff and throw it all together. Fantastic. Because I can't really recommend the true ending to other people. It wasn't even all that much of a difference. The only good part was being the shit out of the boss at the ending cutscene. At least Radiance didn't jump on me. Hollow Knight did, but Hollow Knight was also piss easy because it wasn't even meant to be the final boss. Which makes refighting it every single time even worse! My overall thoughts on the game is that Team Cherry really knows how to do atmosphere, like, really, really well. Atmosphere and world building, delicious. And hey, they're actually pretty good at designing platforming as well. It's just that they didn't really flex that very much in this game because, well, the one time they did, yeah, that didn't go so well. It's like, I can understand the White Palace being a bit much for a lot of people, because that was some platforming. That was actually requiring you to be very slow and strategic, which is something I can be good at. This game is perfect for if you like exploration of just something, of the exploration of the unknown, I guess is the best way of putting it. The characters were all, actually, despite how little action a lot of the characters get, they're all very enjoyable. It's like, for the actual story aspects and world building of this game, it's a fantastic effort. Like, I can't really complain about anything with that. The story sure is vague and whatnot, but that's part of the mystery. I get why they went that way. It's like, I get all the stuff that they built in this world, and I actually gave a damn about many of the characters, which, you know, you had to do it right for me to get to that point, because I normally don't. I normally just kind of cruise past story and don't really give much of a care about it, but when it's well done, I'll actually notice and appreciate it, and the game got that from me. Boss design was, on average, not great. That is definitely their low point. It's a shame there's so many bosses in this game, because they're not very good at it. It's like, I think the best boss in the entire game was the Mantis Trio. Because it's 3 phases. It's all deliberately, like, really... What's the right... telegraph moves, there we go. Very easily telegraph moves that get ramped up a little bit more with each successive Mantis. And that's actually pretty cool. The boss isn't too long, they don't have too much health. And for the phases, like the part of the game that you actually encounter them, they're actually very beatable. Like, that is without a doubt my favorite boss out of the entire set. I mean, Doug Defender's great because of his personality, I guess would be the best way of putting it. But the overall boss was still basically Armored Armadillo on crack. For lack of a better term. Doug Defender is just jolly. The Coliseum is too long. Like, all 3 phases of them were way too long. Even not counting me going with the Rusty Nail the first time. Coming back with an upgraded weapon and the charge shots. Just, no, they're too long. There's no need for that gauntlet to go on as long as it does. Lost Kid was alright. Look, like, even taking it on with the Rusty Nail, I actually enjoyed the fight enough to keep trying. Unlike the other 2 dream fights that I encountered with similarly under-equipped situations where I'm just like, nah, this is too bullshit right now, I'm coming back. Lost Kid was actually learnable, so despite the extreme amount of hits it took to take it out, it was actually learnable. I didn't like the random ghost projectiles, but at least you could destroy them, unlike a lot of the other random projectile spam in this game. Yeah, right. Steel Soul's along the lines of several Necrodancer characters where the challenge is just bullshit and it's not really worth it at all. There's no reward. Why would you put yourself through that? For a game this long, I'm not doing, like, low damage, no death permadeath runs. Not for a game that's like 20 hours. That's stupid. But it is for people who are actually, like, crazy obsessed with the game. It's like Coda and Necrodancer. You can spend the time unlocking Coda, you'll probably hate yourself for it, and then your reward is an even harder mode. Honestly, I can partly see why the final boss, like, not true final boss is so easy. Because you can go to it when you're so horribly under-equipped compared to some other bosses, so... Another thing that was really good about the game is the controls. Like, I would set down the game for a full week or more, I'd turn it back on, and there isn't even a slight adjustment period to the controls. They're very, very tight and very good. Each button does as I'd expect it to do. No issues with it at all, which is nice, because a lot of games I'll usually have, like, little control issues, like, say, Mario Odyssey. Go figure! Using buttons that make sense! And making the controls nice and tight and responsive is good for a good play experience. It's like that's a thing that we should have learned after 2 decades of making video games. Wait, 3 decades. More than that, technically! Yeah, no double tap dash. Good lord, can you imagine how shit this game would be with a double tap dash? Can you imagine having to double tap shade dash through things? Double tap spot dodging? Are you kidding me? That would just be trash incarnate. No, I can still look at that last thing as matching my face against a bunch of bright orange and white. Like, I'm going to have a sour taste in my mouth in this game. That's inevitable because it's really, really, really crushingly disappointing when there's so much build-up for something and then it's so bad. It's not the worst thing I've played by any means, but it's a stark quality contrast to the rest of the game, and that's why it's still gonna leave a bit of a sour taste. I'll remember all the good stuff, but unlike Mario Odyssey, where it was meh for most of the game and then ended on the strongest note it possibly could, we get a game that's as strong as it can get for most of the game and then ends on the sourest note it possibly could. between the two, that's actually worse. But thankfully, this game had a lot of good content in the middle to kind of hold itself up a little bit. At least it started well, too. Like, it's only the end of this that bothers me. It's only the end of it. And, you know, the refights are kind of bullshit. Soul Tyrant is bad for the exact same reason as the final boss of, hey, get through this slow first phase every single time you want to take a shot at the actually kind of difficult phase. Thanks! I enjoy throwing 2 or 3 of my minutes of my life away every single time I want to give this thing an attempt. That's pointful! I never die on this phase because it's bloody easy! You could have just allowed me to skip past it every time, but no, no! Yeah, we found the Iso Dream Fight last time. The Zone Dream was amazing. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. He killed me once. It was worth so. I know, I don't like the idea of refighting them and causing them to do more and more damage, though. That's one thing I will completely decimate this game for. There's no point in making things do more than 1 damage in a game where you have about 6 health most of the game. It's just stupid. Stupid! That is like artificial difficulty at its finest. If you can't make a boss that's a little bit more difficult to actually dodge correctly, instead having to make them just do double or even triple or more damage instead, that's not good! You know what that is? That's one of those that's one of those video games that has the difficulty settings, and the only difference between each difficulty is the enemies have more health and you have less. Or the enemies do more damage and you have less. It's just like, that is artificial number inflation on either end, or deflation in some cases. It's just not good. The way you make increased difficulties is by throwing in more to deal with. Like new moves, or other such things. Don't just make things arbitrarily do more damage, because that's no good. That is not how to difficulty. Difficulty should actually be something that demands a higher execution, as opposed to just, oh, you got sloppy that one time and died instantly because arbitrarily they do much more damage. It takes a lot more work to make difficulties like that, and that's why most games don't do it, because it's actually more work as opposed to flicking a number up and turning another number down. But if you're going to have difficulty settings in your game, that's how it should be done, because otherwise it's just bad. The ending itself is kind of vague. It's a little disappointing that the character you play as for so long is inevitably doomed either way, because that's just their purpose. The problem with the blue masks is they don't come back. Like, you can't heal those. So, that'd be my maximum number of health. And that took up a lot of badge slots. And not all good endings need to be happy, but at the same time, I don't know, I guess a little more detail as to what happened with Hollow Nest would be good. It's just kinda, or at least Airmouth, it's kinda vague. I don't know, maybe a bit more of an epilogue would have been good. Well, doomed in the sense that they're gonna go, like, fly around the abyss for the next 500 years. Yeah, but the honey badge heals real slow. Real slow, and when you're taking 2 damage per hit, well, it's gonna take a long-ass time before you can heal. The quick focus was the best part of that. Also, the being able to wriggle around while I'm healing was pretty good, too. In fact, the wriggling around was almost too fast. I was having a hard time not wriggling into an attack because you move so quickly in the caterpillar form. Yeah, it's one of those things. Game endings are another thing that a lot of people just, like, even to this day, nobody really knows exactly how to do endings for video games. There's been a couple of people that are able to get it right, but making a solid ending to such a massive experience is a ton of work, and they've already put so much work into the game itself that they probably couldn't figure out how to wrap it up properly. It might have been Zero, it might have been, I'm not sure, but You wriggle fast. It was fine though. The Sullivan was pretty good. I did. Oh my god, I'm ever happy that I did all the other stuff in the game before replacing the King Soul with the Void Heart, though. I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad if I found that Void Heart sooner than I did. Because that King Soul was like the recipe for so much shit that I did, and it allowed me to finish the Coliseum of Fools, the third challenge, because I could just stand there and recover my health. So, yeah, that could have sucked. Good thing I didn't run into that until the very end. I would have missed an achievement! I would have missed an achievement! It would have been terrible. It's like, here's this amazing MacGuffin. We're just gonna take it from you now. It's too powerful. Look! It's a good question, because I only really have like 45 minutes, and it's not much time. It's not much time. Could even do for 45 minutes. I could play some Mega Mans. Do recommendations from me? What are the recommendations? Throw them out there. In the meantime, I'm gonna throw up the intermission screen of this. The sad music playing in the background. Let's see. Yeah, Shantae. Shantae. If it wasn't just so bloody average. It's like, it's got cute character design and whatnot, but oh my god, the gameplay is just, like, oppressively average. Look, I tried to play the Game Boy Color version, and it wasn't very good. It was okay. I will give it the resounding title of okay. It just wasn't great. It's got some fun characters and whatnot. It's got good ideas, but it just, especially the dungeons, really sucked. I wanted to like it. I even got it on the Virtual Console on the 3DS, and I played it for like a couple of hours, but I couldn't get into it. I could play Strucky. The problem is I need to find something I'm in the mood for, which is it's a little bit tricky. I'm very mood-oriented when I play video games. I mean, it's hard to give a game like Hollow Knight a rating. If I had to, though, maybe like a 7? Maybe? I don't know. I'd have to think more on any sort of numerical system. Probably a 7. thinking. It's like, God, I really don't want to go to work today either. Yeah, I'm not really gonna make you in the mood either. I don't know what I want to do. I'll just turn off the stream. Because I don't have enough time to do anything that I'm kind of in the mood for. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn off the stream. I'm gonna go dread work for another 40 minutes and then get ready to leave, I guess. You will probably be on tomorrow unless I make RP plans, but in the meantime, I'll catch you guys next time.
I might be dangerous. Must defy laws of